Hello citizens and welcome back. This is our match preview for Man City vs Wolves in the Premier League, so make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. Let's jump into it. So City against Wolves, it's, this is a difficult game for me. I mean, everyone keeps saying that City have the easiest running going into the end of this Premier League title race, but I think we've got the toughest. I think ours is tougher than Arsenal. I'm not putting anything past Wolves. They're a decent side, and of course they're not going to be challenging for the title and not going to win any trophies, but Gary O'Neill's got them playing quite well. They're a good team, Wolves, and these always concern me. And it's not so long ago that they beat us. Was it home and away? So yeah, no jokers, Wolves, no jokers. And they beat us early in the season at their ground as well. Then when we had Rodri suspended, so we shouldn't take these lightly at all. It's a tough game going into it, and City. It's an interesting one because I think we are starting to pick up some sort of quality now. We saw it for the last few weeks. I think since the Real Madrid away game. I think our quality has improved. I think the substitutions, when they come on, I think they're also playing quite well, whoever Pep leaves on the bench. So I think we've got some good options now. We've got pretty much a fully fit squad. Ederson can come back in the team. De Bruyne's likely to start as well. Foden's on form, which is one player of the year, of course. Haaland's back, and he's back in the scoring as well. It's been a while since he scored, but he put one in against Nottingham Forest last time out. So we are coming on strong now for the last few games of the season because there is only 4 games left and we have to win all 4 to win the league. Pep said it in the press conference, and Pep's always going to say it as well. He's always going to demand perfection from the players, and he's always going to demand that we win every single game, and likely, he should, and we should as well. And that being said, we are going to probably need to win all 4 games because you can't see Arsenal slipping up. They're scoring a lot of goals at the moment. They're keeping clean sheets for most parts as well. It's going to be close towards the end of the season, and we have to start here. Wolves. The fortunate thing for me is, like I said, we've got a fully fit squad, and I said Etihad as well. So we really can't afford to drop points. Should we? No. We should beat Wolves. But I'm not taking it lightly, this one. And like I said, that being said, who do I play in the starting 11? Well, you got to play the best team, haven't you? You've got to play. If they're available, you got to play them. And for me, our best 11, controversial as it may sound, I think I'd go with Ederson, Guardiola, Diaz, Stones, Walker. And then I'd stick, obviously, Rodri in there, De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo, Grealish, and Haaland. For me, that is our best 11. And they're the 11 that have to play every single game now to the end of this current campaign. If they're fit, that is, of course. But if you're going to swap out Diaz for Akanji, I don't mind that too much. If you're going to move Bernardo in the middle or Bernardo on the right and swap him with Foden here and there, I don't mind that either. I think Doku's a good player. And Kovacic are good players, but off the bench, they've got to come off and sort out then. Doku when the game's more stretched, if a team's pushing for a goal, or we desperately need to hit them on the break more often. Because I think if you look at our starting 11 that I've just said there, Grealish controls the ball more on the left-hand side. Bernardo and Foden, they're quite interchangeable. They'll go middle and the right, but they're both similar type players. They keep over the ball. I know Foden's more direct. But that depends who you're playing against. And I think if you're playing away from home, you put Bernardo in the middle, Foden on the right. And if you're playing at home, you put Foden in the middle, Bernardo on the right. That's the way I see that. I think Haaland has to play every game. I know he's only just scored 1 goal in the last few weeks, but I think he's going to play every game because he is that big game moment. He will get a few chances. He's not going to touch the ball a lot, but he's going to get a few chances. De Bruyne, he looks back on form. Rodri, always dependable as ever. And that defence, it's the defence that concerns me the most because if I look at the games we've got coming up, Wolves, what are they going to do? They're going to hit us on the break. We saw that at their ground earlier in the season. We got Tottenham away from home. We know what Tottenham are going to do. They're going to play a high line. They're going to play on the halfway line. They're going to look and hit us on the break, and they're capable of scoring plenty of goals against us, which they did at the Etihad earlier in the season. And West Ham as well, what are they going to do? They're going to soak up pressure, hit us on the break. Fulham, they're going to do the same thing. These teams look to stretch you when they get the ball because they're looking to play 1, 2, 3 passes and getting behind you immediately, whereas we're going to control possession on the edge of their box. So we're playing into all these teams' hands, and that's why the defense scares me a little bit, and that's why, you have to play that. For me, the back 4 has to be that. But like I said, if you swap out Diaz for Akanji, I don't mind that either because I think Akanji is probably our best defender that we've got in terms of defensive qualities. I think Akanji is probably the best one. But going forward, Vardy, Walker, and Stones, they're probably the best 3 defenders. So look, big game, big moment, and it's crunch time. And the fortunate thing for us is that we've been here so many times. We were here all them years ago under under Mancini, and then Pellegrini. We did the same thing under Pep. We've done it quite a few times. Everyone keeps calling it a boring Premier League. It's not. It's going to go down to the last game of the season like it normally does with us. Like last season should have done it if Arsenal hadn't gone well, if they hadn't crumbled so much as they did, but those title wins against Liverpool, I think give this team enough experience and enough belief that we can do it again and we can win all these 4 games. It's going to be tough, but it starts against Wolves. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for checking it out. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. See you again. Bye-bye.